Hello and welcome to another prime example of why the Jaguar XF, in particular here of course a facelift 2014 car, a Sportbrake no less, and of course we'll get in just a second as to why the Sportbrake is such a good car. These are our most in-demand machines. The XF is a superb car when it comes to value for money, and this is a prime example of why, because consider this. Not only is it an XF in portfolio trim with the most desirable engine all round, which is the 3-litre V6 diesel, but also being the Sportbrake, it happens to be easily one of the best looking estate cars of its time, and crucially of course has everything that's already fantastic about the XF, but with even more room, even more loading space, and of course that fantastic shape as well. It also means in practice that you get to have a car where you can use it as a daily driver with the kind of economy which you would typically expect from a smaller hatchback, but with the kind of space which you would typically expect more from a 4x4, and still have the ride quality, the interior design, certainly the overall feel of a proper executive luxury car. It's a best of both worlds, except it's more than just both worlds. It's every single box being ticked all the way down the list, because when you consider the value for money of this particular car being under £6,000 for a 2014 facelift portfolio no less, this was around a £50,000+ car when new, and it shows. The interior design is gorgeous. We've said it many times, these are easily some of the loveliest interiors of their time, and the fact that this car is finished in amethyst black with ivory leather and black veneers, it is a gorgeous looking machine, and it has clearly been loved. It has a full service history, a folder full of invoices and receipts, and of course its original 2 keys intact. And with that 3-litre V6 engine, again it goes down the list of ticking boxes because you have the power which you would want from a Jaguar or from a luxury car in general, but because of being a diesel V6, you have fantastic economy as well, especially on long distance journeys, which is really where a car like this comes into its own. 240 horsepower, 370 foot-pounds of torque, so plenty of low-end pulling power, but at the same time up to 46 miles to the gallon on average, and on the motorway up to 54. And even with a 3-litre engine, its yearly road tax is about a third of the price of many cars in the luxury or 4x4 segment currently. It is not uncommon nowadays to find vehicles in that kind of category at over £700 a year on tax. This car is not even close to that number. As mentioned, about a third of that price, which is a huge saving. In addition to its history as well, it's already had its all-important timing belt changed, and ultimately if you are looking for, as mentioned, everything great about the XF already, a portfolio trim with that 3-litre V6 engine, a gorgeous colour combination, superb condition, and clearly a car which, as mentioned, has been loved and cared for. Its full service history speaks to that, but crucially, with more space, more room, excellent fuel economy, and for under £6,000, what a tremendous amount of car for that price. So of course then, if you would like to reach out regarding this XF Portfolio Sportbrake, you could send us an email via the address shown here on screen, or of course give us a call on 01749 871 155, or alternately on our mobile number of 07482 267 439.